Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to tell you, actually you don't have to ask any expert or anybody or on YouTube or Facebook to tell you that if you should start a general dropshipping store or a niche dropshipping store. Why don't you take the decision by yourself just by understanding this simple triangle, which I'm going to explain within a minute. Before, let's explain why you need to understand this triangle, because a lot of you dropshipper maybe a new just want to start a dropshipping business, but you are actually struggling to understand should you start a general dropshipping store or a niche dropshipping store, or you want to follow the trend. Maybe you heard a lot of things about trendy things that one product dropshipping store is trend in 2020. So I'm gonna clear all those confusions in this video. Let's start with the benefits of niche dropshipping store and a general store, and then I'm going to actually make you a request. Please watch the video till the end because you don't want to miss it. This triangle is actually gonna explain to you every single way that how you should take decision by yourself. It will be very easy for yourself to take the decision by yourself should you start a general store, niche store, one product store. So without talking, let's start the video. My name is Sunny, and in this channel what I discuss all about dropshipping, e-commerce, product research, marketing, and if you are interested in one of these, consider subscribing, and let's begin today's video. Alright, the niche store and one product store. If you don't know what are these, the niche store is actually a single niche driven store. Like for example, if I want to make a dropshipping store that I'm going to sell only all the product that is related to the dog and dog's owner, then this product, all those sort of product is for the dog. So this is a niche, and this sort of store gonna be a niche store. And if you want to know what is one product store, just choose one of these product from this dog niche and create one whole website dedicated to this sort of product, and just trying to sell this one product and only. Now what is general store? General store is like Amazon, is like Walmart, you see it everywhere. But these are very big brands. General store sells everything from A to Z. Now some of the dropshipper may not going to include a lot of product like Amazon, but they tend to include all the hot and winning product that you can also find on my videos on my channel. I'm going to link it over here if you want to watch it out. But let's finish this video first and then go and watch. So let's start with the niche store, or the niche dropshipping store, or one product store. What are the benefits if you want to start into a niche? The biggest barrier of every dropshipper, I think you're gonna agree with me, is the advertising. Now you have a store, but you need customer to come to your store and buy from it. Now in this sort of niche store or one product store in general, performs very well if you have a tight budget on advertising. Why? Because all you have to do is finding those sort of person who are interested in your niche and drive them to your website. And once you drive them, you can sell them, upsell them, and in future they are actually long-term value customer, because you can introduce them in different sort of product, in new product that gonna come to your store, because these persons are interested in your niche, so they may be gonna be your customer. So your advertising cost will be low, because this way you're spending once to bring that customer, and you're holding their data until as long as your business is sustains. This is why the advertising for niche store and one product store is very simplified and is easy. On the other hand, the general store has lots of different products, so you have to actually spend a lot of money for a different sort of niche persons, niche quality customers. And you may gonna have like a dog products. You're also gonna have like t-shirt and scarves for humans. So you see, this general store has different interest in them. So it is very difficult at present. Why? Because let me tell you about the advertising cost of Facebook, because most of the dropshipper will depend on the Facebook advertisement. So let's look at the Facebook cost. If you see it on the graph, you can actually see the advertising cost for Facebook is CPC is in 2020, according to the word stream, is $1.72. Now what is CPC? Is cost per click. Now every customer who's gonna see your video ad on Facebook, if they just click on that ad to land on your web page or maybe your Facebook page, that's it. The Facebook actually cost you the money of $1.72 in average if you're advertising on Facebook. Now remember that if they just land on your website, they're not going to straight away buy from you. So as long as you can target the very specific person who is very interested to your niche or the product, you are successful. Otherwise you're gonna have a lot of clicks but no buy, and in this way you're gonna spend a lot of money on Facebook. Now you can see on this graph what is average click-through rate for Facebook advertisement. What is click-through rate? Is like how many times a person see your video and tend to click on that video. It is called click-through rate. It's a percentage. Now on Facebook ads across all the platform, like I'm telling you, all sort of different industry, maybe fitness industry, apparel industry, technology industry, all sort of industry. In average, according to the word stream, the average click-through rate is 0.93%. It's not even 1%. Now you can imagine if this is the situation in 2020 now, and the cost per click click-through rate is 0.1%. It's not even 1%, and the cost per click is $1.7 for each click. Now if your ad is not very specific to the customer and not related to the topic that the person who are scrolling on the Facebook, you are wasting a lot of money. In this case, the general store may be very risky for you if you have a low budget. You know what I'm saying? So keep an eye on this, and let me show you also the different industry, the Facebook ads average cost for different sort of industry if you want to get into this sort of dropshipping industry. As you can see on this graph, is average cost per click for apparel is $0.45. For let's say beauty niche is even higher, $1.81. For consumer services is nightmare, $3.08. For home improvement is $2.93, and for healthcare is $1.32. Now these are all average cost of the Facebook by different sort of third-party website, which I'm going to link in the description. Also you can go and check it out. But the things what I'm going to tell you over here, you see the picture over here, the crowded market of advertisement will be easier life for you if you choose a niche or one product store, maybe if you have a low budget, or if you understand the triangle, which I'm going to show you in a moment. So now let's move on to the second option, which is the most benefited for niche store, is customer loyalty and brandability. Now what I mean by this, if you have a niche store or one product store, all your focus go through this one product or one niche. So you actually create a brand name which fits on your niche. Maybe if you're selling dog, then you're gonna maybe have a website like welovedog.com. So this is just an example that the customer gonna remember your brand as soon as they hear the name or they see their advertisement. So they actually give you the opportunity, or you have the opportunity to create a brand in their mind where you're gonna sell all niche sort of product or just one problem solving product or one product. So this is very easy, which is very difficult for general store where you don't have this sort of option. That as long as you're not gonna sustain in the market for a longer time, people are going to mix up your store with some other e-commerce store if you have a general store. For example, if you're selling shoes and also you're advertising t-shirt for a website name abundance.com, for example. So what is related abundance to the t-shirt and the shoes? Now it's all three different things. Now in this case, people will actually just buy from you once and they will go away. If not, if your customer service and everything is super up the top, which is actually going to compete with the Amazon directly. Now on the other side, the general store has one very good things which is you cannot find on the niche store, is winning products. Now you can add actually so many different sort of winning products which is performing very well. This product may be not in your niche. So if you have a niche store, for example, for dog, you cannot sell like Halloween mask, which is very popular, about 2018, 2019. You can see this sort of product is actually, you can add to your general store, which can create a buzz around it, so you can have some quick profits. So this is another possibility that your store, if it is a general store, you may gonna have very quick profit from different winning product, and you may gonna hit a jackpot if your winning product and the video ad is performing well. I saw so many stores who can actually go from $0 to the $1,000 or $10,000 per month on the first month if they advertising with the right product at the right time. So this is also a huge opportunity you may gonna lose if you start a niche dropshipping store or a one product store. Now let's say at the end, if you want to sell your business one day, that you have established everything and you want to sell the business for a niche product store, one product store, it is very easy compared to the general store to sell that business to any third parties, because you have created a brand on your niche store or a general or a one product store. Then this brand is actually a different identity, so which you can sell very easily if it is a successful business on different auction platform, and people will interested to buy it. On the other hand, if it is a general store, then it's kind of difficult for other person. They're not going to be interested to buying into a store where you sell a lot of different winning products, where these winning products maybe after a certain time will lose their value. In this case, you didn't establish your brand or your identity by selling only winning product at that seasonal products things, you know what I'm saying? Then this sort of store is a little risky for the investors, and they may not gonna buy that store from you. So keep those all things on your mind. Now let me explain that triangle that I promised that I'm going to explain to you, which is very easily you can decide by yourself which store that you should start. Now if you look at this graph is actually very simple. It's tell you budget in one side, marketing knowledge is one side, and then the time is at the bottom side. Now why I'm telling you these things, all the people in this world have these three things, or you don't have one of these three things, or you don't have any one of these three things. Now you fall into this criteria when you want to create a dropshipping business or Shopify business, or even in e-commerce. If you have budget but you don't have the marketing knowledge, you have the time, right? Use the time, and use this time to acquire the knowledge of marketing knowledge, or you can hire an expertise who have the knowledge on this sector to fulfill this part of the triangle, and you can go ahead with the e-commerce, any sort of website. It could be general website or it could be dropshipping website. Now once you don't have these expertise, you can acquire it by learning. Now let's say what if you have that marketing knowledge and you also have the budget but you don't have the time. Now in this case, I highly recommend you you actually create some time for you. This is very self-explanatory. I don't know what to say. So create a time for you if you want to be in this business. Now let's move on to the, if you have like time, you have the knowledge for the marketing, but you don't have the budget, right? In this case, you can use that knowledge and the time to solve some other people's problem. For example, you can actually go into Facebook groups where so many dropshipping owners actually looking for advertisers or marketers who can help those stores to perform better. So you can actually talk to them directly, send them message. You can go on Fiverr, you can create a gig for you, and you can also like find so many blogs where people actually visit for this sort of solution, of marketing solution, where you can create a landing page, just a landing page on Google. You can use different sort of software, and by this landing page you can create a advertisement that you solve the problem of those people who are needed to increase their sales and everything, and run a very cheap $1 per day engagement ad on your Facebook. If you don't know what are those sort of things I'm telling you, then please, I highly recommend you stay with me on this channel, subscribe, because I explain a lot of different crucial advertising ways that other dropshipper may not gonna explain in depth like this. So I mean, just use your knowledge and the time to solve other people's problem, and this way you can solve their problem and get benefited by the money. In this money you can create the budget of this triangle, and then you start doing your own business, and it will be very easy for you. Once you have the knowledge and the time, now you acquired the budget, now you don't need actually anyone to tell you what to do. Now you know, if you have a very good knowledge on marketing, you can actually very easily create and establish a brand on one product store or a niche store. It will be way more difficult for general store if your budget is low. Now this is where comes the budget in play. Once you understand that you don't have the marketing knowledge, you don't have the budget, and you don't also have the time, then I suggest you start with acquiring marketing knowledge by using some time, and the budget will follow you, and start saving some money every month from your whatever the salary is coming, so that you can invest into a business. You see, saving money is a waste of time. Investing the saved money is like making your money work for you to bring you some more money. This is what I believe. Now by this time I hope you understood the triangle, and I hope you know in your mind that what you should go for: general store, dropshipping, or a niche store, or maybe one product store. Let me know in the comment below. If you are new, just write down any of your problem that you're facing. I'm gonna answer you. You can follow me or write me a direct message on my Instagram at dropshipsunny. And you also can find me on my Facebook group, which is actually Branded Dropshipping Success, which I'm going to show you over here, and the link is in the description. And after all of these, if you think that I am legitimate to ask you a like, then please hit the like button down there. Subscribe to this channel if you want to stay with me, because I always share about the in-depth knowledge of dropshipping and e-commerce business, which you're not gonna find in so many gurus video on YouTube. So if you think you want to stay with me, let's be together, and hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so you don't miss any video. See you on the next video. Have a good day.